everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Steelers going up against the Broncos. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Offensive starters time. Electric is certainly a word that comes to mind when you talk about Le'Veon Bell.
Love the way that he reshaped his body coming out of college. A bigger, thicker runner while he was at Michigan State. Lost weight, became more of a whippet in the NFL, and now no one can tackle the guy, whether he's running it or catching it.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the 1st down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go.
Now Lynch on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And not much there. maybe a yard up to the 24. The offense on your screen now, and our first look at C.J. Anderson.
And what a look it's going to be, making a name for himself rapidly running the football.
It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, Lynch. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field. Sudden change after a turnover, and wow. Now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell, and he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer third of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Ryan Shazier ran so fast at his combine that many people thought someone actually ran for him. He's a linebacker who ran sub 4.4, and he uses that speed to make plays all over the field.
And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on 3rd down. Thomas, the lone receiver, left.
Here we go now.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. And Fowler's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. He's brought down by Duke Williams.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Lynch. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a run with Anderson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
In the backfield is Anderson. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Lynch now throwing on 3rd. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner, but where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now it's Lynch, and he's got his man on the out route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
In the backfield is Anderson. They'll get the football here. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Lynch looking to throw on second. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 5 at the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, we're into the 2nd quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Back 99, Philly, here we go.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. Here's Anderson. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
No. Check, Patrick.
They come out here in the eye. A fresh set of downs, and they're at the 1. 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate, end up letting them through, and ended up tackling him for a loss.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. Lynch with it on 3rd and goal. Screen play, Anderson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. 1st quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along, or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Steelers a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. Back to Denver right after this. One receiver left, 3 to the right. And the back goes into motion. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for it.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe. While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Well, he's got it, complete to Fowler. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion.
All right, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Lynch. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Once again, it's Lynch. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Lynch to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Now that's the way you run offense. Understanding your clock situation. Excellent job getting to the sideline and getting out of bounds. That's the way to conserve time.
From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, here to Coates. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And he missed it. It's no good. So the long, yeah, that's perfect. 2, Davis, deep. I gotta go. Okay, and sorry about that. Didn't know Larry got cut off early. We are back and ready for the 3rd quarter. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. They come out here in the eye. Throwing here. Lynch on first down. Over the middle. Open is Thomas. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. All right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. In the backfield is Anderson. And they'll give it to him here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Anderson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They give it to Anderson. And tough sledding. You'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Lawrence Timmons, the linebacker, there to get him down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On 2nd down, Anderson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Short, it's Booker. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. In the backfield is Anderson. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Paxton Lynch, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Their dangerous wide receiver, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And that'll make it 13-7. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and snap the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
In the backfield is Anderson. Now Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive? Now Van hit, and he lost the football. It's loose.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He finds Coates complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A screen to Bell. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He's going to go for a big play downfield and almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Von Miller in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
In the backfield is Anderson. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of a yard. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice.
All right, here we go.
Anderson fighting through. And he's got room. And down inside the 15 he goes. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the D-line's going to spread out.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Leopard.
In the backfield is Anderson. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him. Didn't happen.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And
the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. C.J. Anderson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end, and that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being real precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Halfback sent in motion. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
One receiver left, 2 to the right. Ben to throw again. That's caught at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point coming now for Nugent. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. And Denver getting set to take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left. And that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more...